Hey, I'm Sarah from SidetrackSarah.com. Today we're going to be talking about 5 Instant Pot sandwich recipes that you can do every day in your Instant Pot. Let's face it, it's summertime, it's hot outside. My kids are right now out in the pool swimming, and that's how I'm able to make this video because they are always interrupting me every single time I try to do a video. But yeah, it's the Instant Pot and the slow cooker are my favorite ways to cook through summertime to not heat up the house. Today is a hot day and I managed to heat up the house because it's my mom's birthday and we are making angel food cake. But in most days, so I feel sweaty, I've been cleaning the kitchen, my shirt is all wet. So anyway, now if you're not familiar with this channel, I'm Sarah from SidetrackSarah.com, and my channel is all about helping busy moms feed their families and keeping them out of the drive-thru, because as a busy mom, I have a weakness for running through the drive-thru all the time because I am not planned in advance and I don't end up having the groceries I need on hand. And so as I started planning more and doing a little bit better, that's when my drive-thru visits got less and less. I stopped grabbing frozen pizza and frozen burritos, and we started eating better and better. So that is my goal for our family and your family. So I hope that you will subscribe and join us on this journey. Let's see. About the recipes, these 5 recipes, they are super easy to throw together, as you will see in the next. We'll just run through them really fast and you'll see just how easy it is. With our chicken Caesar sandwiches, it's pretty simple. I just grab some chicken breast, and I usually just do about the amount that my family needs, and then I pour over some Caesar dressing. I don't really worry about adding any more liquid. The Caesar dressing has enough, plus the chicken creates quite a bit. On this particular recipe, I cooked it for 18 minutes, and then I quick released it and took off the lid and see how much liquid there is when I'm done. There was quite a bit. If it's frozen whenever you start, I would do it for at least 20 minutes and there will be even more liquid. And then I just started shredding it up with my bear claw tool that I have. You can use 2 forks if you prefer. And once I got it all shredded, I threw it in the bowl, and then I added more Caesar dressing to it once it was all shredded, and I got it all mixed in real nicely so that it would taste just like I like. You know, you can use as little or as much Caesar dressing as you like, and yeah, just mix it in real well so it's evenly coated. Then I just got out my buns and spooned it on, and then I served it with chips or baked beans or anything that goes good with sandwiches, veggies, things like that. We all really like these sandwiches, and I was even able to use some of the chicken meat on a salad too. Instant Pot sloppy joes are so simple. All you do is you have some pre-cooked ground beef, which I pre-cooked in advance, and then I threw in some ketchup, some tomato paste, some Worcestershire sauce, some brown sugar, and some minced garlic, and I stirred that all up, and then I replaced the lid on the Instant Pot and made sure that the valve was set to sealing, and then I only cooked it for a minute, and any longer it probably would have burned because there's not a lot of extra liquid in there. And then yeah, it was really good. My kids really liked it. It went really fast, and of course husband approved as well. We like to serve these in the summertime especially. These Instant Pot Philly cheesesteak sandwiches are super simple. I just throw in a chuck roast. Mine was about 3 pounds. I put in some sliced onions and some beef broth, and I cooked it for 60 minutes, which is about 20 minutes per pound of meat that you have. So I removed all the meat from the Instant Pot. It was over here. And this is my pile of fat. I had a really fatty roast, so I just took all that off. And it actually has onions and stuff mixed through there too. And then I just made sure there was no fat and gristle and kind of shredded it up. Normally you would slice it for this meal, but I decided to make it simpler on myself because I like simple. And we are going to eat it this way instead. Chopped all my, sliced all my green peppers and onions, and I'm going to throw it in to the Instant Pot for a minute. And just to get it ready to be on the sandwiches. Okay, so I got the peppers and onions out, and then I just mixed them in with the meat, and now it's ready to be spooned onto the buns. Okay, so I am going to put some of this meat on the bun. Now they say that real Philly cheesesteak sandwiches don't actually have green peppers on it, but I've always had them that way, so I just want to keep having them that way. I think they're better. So normally you wouldn't even use these circle buns, but that's all I have. So I'm using that. And, oops, I forgot the cheese. Let me try the cheese on there. And then the meat should be hot enough if you're doing it soon after for the cheese to melt. For me, my meat is getting cool, so it might not melt unless I stick it in the microwave, but you get the idea. It's really, really delicious. These barbecue chicken sandwiches are some of our family's favorites. We like to make them in the slow cooker or the Instant Pot, and I always start with frozen chicken and I throw it in the bottom. And this time I decided to add some onion just for some extra flavor. And then in my fridge I had like 2 half-empty or almost empty barbecue sauce bottles, so I just added a little bit of water to that because I knew I needed a little water to come to pressure anyway. And I threw all that on top so that it would give it a little bit of barbecue flavor while it cooked. And as you can see, it's kind of watery, and that's why it's not that thick stuff. So then I put the lid on and I cooked it for 20 minutes on high pressure. And then after that, I quick released it, or I usually do. Sometimes I just let it natural release. And then I removed them from the Instant Pot. And if you do it in the slow cooker, it's kind of the same way. You just take it out and then you shred it up. And then once it's all shredded, throw it in a bowl and add a bunch of barbecue sauce on it. And then you put it on your buns, and it is so easy and so good. It's, similar to pulled pork, but it's just a simpler thing because I always keep frozen chicken breast on hand. And so it's an easy thing. Like if I don't know what I'm going to make that day, I can always have this. It's so simple. And so delicious. My whole family loves it. And we usually make enough to have leftovers for quite some time. Once on the bun, I usually add a little more barbecue sauce just to enhance the flavor just a bit. If you like to have your ground beef cooked up in advance, this is one of those meals that would be super easy just to throw into the Instant Pot. Or, of course, if you want to try cooking your ground beef in the Instant Pot on the saute function or under pressure, I do have instructions for that I'll put at the top. This is one of those simple things. I use 2 pounds of ground beef, 3 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce, and 2 tablespoons of oregano. And that was it. So simple. I did not stir it because I didn't want to I didn't want the meat to absorb the liquid too much so it would come to pressure well. And then I only cooked it for 3 minutes since that meat was already cooked. And once that was done, I quick released the pressure. These are pretty runny, so I think I'm going to put down the liquid a little bit on saute. I left it on saute for another 5 or 10 minutes, and as you can see, it thickened up quite a bit. And then I just grabbed my buns and I spooned it on. This is very similar to a sloppy joe, but it tastes more like a spaghetti type sauce. And then it's so good if you put a little bit of mozzarella cheese on top and let that melt. And yeah, it's been also been a big hit in our family. And it's one of those simple meals. You can do it in the Instant Pot, or you can do it on the stove, or you can do it in the slow cooker. It all depends on how fast you need your food. So I hope you enjoy this one as well. All those sandwiches are so delicious. My kids just love them. My husband loves them. I'd love to hear what sandwiches your family makes in your Instant Pot. Do you make similar things, or do you make something completely different? I'd love to hear all about it. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys like to make and what other sandwich videos you'd like to see as well. And also, for more Instant Pot recipes, if you will click over here, I will lead you to a playlist of some of our most popular Instant Pot recipes.